What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. The window motor in my R32 Skyline GTST went out. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you guys how to remove the door panel, and I'm also going to show you guys how to remove the window. I already have it removed, so I'm just kind of go through the process and show you guys how to remove it if you guys have an R32 Skyline, and also diagnose the problem with your window. I was just driving and I rolled the window down and it wouldn't come back up. And I tried re-greasing things, it didn't work. So I already ordered a new window motor and I'm going to have that here soon. And I'm also going to do a video on how to install it. Without further ado, let's get into the removal of the door panel and the window on an R32 Skyline. So like I said, I already have the window and the door panel removed. I'm going to show you guys what sizes you need and what you need to remove. So first off, there are these two right here. These are just screws that you have to undo. If you guys are looking at it, they look like this. Just going to be a Phillips head screw. You're just going to want to unscrew those. There are two that you guys can see right there. And there are also three more. There's one right there, one right there, and there's one right there. After you've removed all 5 of the screws, you can move on and do the handle. There's a little cap you have to pop. And then once you unscrew that, it is another Phillips. And then this should just pop right out. Also in that process, there is the handle. It just kind of goes in like this, but if you just, take it, you can just literally just pull it out. It's not being held on by too much. And same thing for the control unit for the window. This guy right here, you can just pop that right off. There's no screws or anything holding that in. After you do those things, basically you're good to go. All you have to do is pull this off. There is a clip right there, another clip right there, and these clips on the side. Once you get those, all you gotta do is just pull it off and it should just pop right off the door, and then we'll move into removing the window. Once you get the door panel removed, you'll be seeing this. Mine might look a little bit different because there is a film that went like this on this kind of sticky part and went over the whole thing. It is like a weather protectant strip. It's just like a plastic. What you're gonna wanna do is remove that so we can get more access to the window. So I actually put the track back in to show you guys how to remove it. I just don't have the window on it right now, but it is going to be the same process. So next thing you're going to want to do is remove this harness. This basically is just connected. You just have to lift this tab, just unhook it. This is basically just to the motor, and this is just kind of the control unit for it, for this guy. Now when you get to this point, you're going to want to remove the window stops. These are just 10mm nuts that just go right over the stud for the window stop, and they're going to be sitting right here. So there's going to be one here. There's also going to be one here. What you're going to want to do is just remove them. Next thing you're going to want to do is remove these 4 12mm nuts that are on the studs. Basically, these are just holding in the track. There are 2 of them that are right here, and there's 2 of them that are on the top there. And once you get those removed, be very careful because basically it's just being held on by these studs right here, just by the weight. So be very careful when you remove it. Now, once you get to this step, you want to be very careful. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your hands down right here and basically just grab the window and slowly go up and be very careful not to hit anything. But when you come up, basically, you're just going to want to try and get the studs off. So basically, you can kind of push these in if you want. It's easier if you have another person with you. But you kind of push those studs in, push these top ones out. And basically it should come free once you get it kind of out. It might be a little tricky at first, but eventually it should just pop right out. There we go. One side, there's the other. Basically, you're just gonna want to slowly come up. It might be a little tricky at some points to get it out, but once you get past a certain point, you should be pretty free. And there you go. And then obviously, here is the track right here. I'm gonna do a little close up and show you guys what it looks like. All right, so this is what it looks like. You got your motor here that spins this, and it spins this gear that moves the cable. And that cable basically moves the track up and down. The window connects to here and also to here. But to take those off, it's gonna be these guys right here. Pretty sure it's 2 10mm. Yeah, so basically these are just 2 10mm that you remove that'll be on the window. And there's also a nut that sits right here on both sides that you have to remove. Once you remove those, be very, very careful. Do not drop the window, don't set it on sharp objects, you know what I mean? Just don't, you know, try not to damage it because a window is going to be very expensive for a 30-year-old, you know, right-hand drive Japanese car. But if you want to remove the motor, there's 3 Phillips. They're a little bigger. You just have to get these 3 removed. And basically, this will just pop down. And all you have to do is just, when you get a new one, you're just going to just replace this. And then there are 2 clips right here. One goes in here. One goes in right here. And what you're going to do is just, you know, just pull them out. They're pretty easy. There are little clips on the bottom. If you want to squeeze the bottom of it, it'll be a little easier to get out. Also, same here. Kind of squeeze them out. And when you order a new one, you'll basically just get this whole, the harness, the gear with the motor. I have mine ordered right now. It's pretty expensive. Overall, it was a really easy process. Really everything you need is going to be a Phillips screwdriver, a 10 millimeter, and a 12 millimeter. That's all you're going to need. Really easy. And stay tuned for part 2. I'll be installing the new motor and then reinstalling the window and the door panel. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below if you guys have any other ideas you want me to do in the future. And I will see you guys in the next one.